Day 9, Min beneath the trees. It's a bit gloomy today. And he's on the right gathering branch, which suggests it's not good news, Gyla added. Not good news? An invasive voice boomed in her ears. Go to him, he has the answer. Fear spun its tentacles rapidly through Min's system. She put her hands over her ears and ducked, looking frantically around her. Jagged surges ripped through the veins in her right wing. Somewhere far away, another voice consoled her. It's all right, Min. It's the right thing to do. Just go, the other voice cut across. The command was irresistible. I can't, it's not right. Who are you talking to, Min? What's not right? Gyla asked, alarmed. Her mothers and Blader were staring at her. Min looked blankly back at them and took off. What are you doing? Zilla called after her. Min ignored her cry. Ottolen turned his great head, watching Min intently with his harvest moon eyes as she approached. I bid you greetings, Min. Min pulled up short, hovering a little way from his curved beak, her insides thrashing around like leaves in a scarolone. How does this creature know my name? What am I doing? She glanced quickly about, hoping no one had noticed her outrageous behavior. Pushing in ahead of the illumines was the worst possible breach of lumen decorum. Bathed in bright moonlight, the lumen clans, creatures and minikins were all there, staring at her in silence. Even the rainbow chatterers were quiet. Suspended in mid-air, Min squinched her neck down into her shoulders, willing herself to vanish. You're here for a reason, dear Min. Ottolen looked into her small face as if he could read her thoughts. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening. I thought you would have an answer, Min stammered in reply. Doubting her sanity, she dropped her voice so no one else could hear. A voice told me. Interesting, Ottolen nodded. Interesting? Min blinked. An answer, he went on, to what's been troubling you. Min's head whirled. He knows I've been troubled? Yes, she replied, dreading the answer. I have a tale to tell, which it will explain why you have been so disturbed. It will unfold as 2 stories involving 2 journeys. The first I will tell you here. To hear the second story requires the first journey. When the first journey is complete and you hear the second story, you'll understand the need for the next journey. Journeys? Min breathed the word out, feeling like she'd swallowed something extremely painful. Yes, Ottolen paused to emphasize his next point. Everything must happen in order. If we succeed with the first part, we believe together we can all change the ending of the second story, which is why you were chosen to hear these stories, Min, he finished enigmatically. He bobbed his head around the assembled clan, drawing them all in. Chosen? She asked, her voice rising to a squeak. As a fledgling intuitor, of course, Min. A fledgling intuitor? She whimpered. This has come as a shock, Ottolen sounded puzzled. You knew you were to become an intuitor on the eve of your glenhood, yes? Min nodded, then shook her head vigorously. I will be an intuitor? Yes, Min, an intuitor. When you were born cradled in a halo of silver light, Lana sent the news to the Meg-Owl Council, as is the law. Min was close to tears. I was cradled in the light of a silver halo because I'm a... What's an intuitor? Ottolen looked meaningfully through half-closed eyes at Min's mothers and then at Lana. Lana stepped up. Ottolen, forgive us. We've lived a peaceful life here over decades of lunar cycles where nothing much ever changes. Neither the Illumines nor Min's mother could see a reason to trouble young Min about the events surrounding her birth. It seemed so unlikely that circumstances would prescribe, and that she would need to access her gifts. Besides, she added defensively, none of us have the skills or knowledge to teach her anything about being an intuitor. Lana knows I'm a what's-it? Min was stunned. Does everyone know? Do my mothers know? Still hovering close to Otlin's beak, Min turned her head to look for Zilla and Gyla. They did know. She could see it in their faces. Worse, she could tell they weren't rejoicing. It looked more like they dreaded this revelation. Otlin was replying to Lana. That may be so. However, now the circumstances do prescribe, and it is therefore our hope, Min, that your mothers, the Illumins, and your communities will accept this once you've heard what I can tell you. Of course, Otlin, Lana replied, sounding unusually chastened. Min's mothers stood statue still, hands clasped, their distress visible. You've been aware for a while that something has been, shall we say, a little ominous, Min? Otlin said, cocking his head to one side. She nodded mutely. You've experienced certain sensations in your wings? She stared at Otlin, her eyes wide. She nodded again. As you didn't know until this moment that you were born an intuitor, I imagine that this comes as something of a surprise. Yes, she whispered, a weak smile hovering across her trembling lips. You should know that being born an intuitor is exceedingly rare. Your clan is blessed to have you. You'll be held in high esteem as your skills developed, he pronounced, as if he'd bestowed upon her a very special gift. Whatever this gift was, Min did not regard it as special. She felt ridiculous, a complete imposter. Otlin's sunflower eyes held her steadily in his gaze. Do you have any questions, Min? I'll see you beneath the trees tomorrow.